What do bugs, bots, and squids have in common?
Well, if I didn't know what we were doing today, I would say I have no clue.
They all need to be purged for managed democracy and Super Earth!
Okay.
Welcome back to Pork Chops, Rice, and Peaches. Today, a millennial attempts to explain Helldivers 2 to his Gen X dad. Bringing this format back.
Yes. Hey, this is a good format. I like this format.
Yeah, and we're in a different location today. We're on the couch because studio changes are a lot, and this requires a whole different setup. But yes.
Super secret location.
Super secret location that's down the stairs from the other location.
Which is even more secret.
Mm-hmm. So,
yes.
Helldivers 2. It's a video game. And I've talked to you about it before. But my first question would be, how much do you know about Starship Troopers?
I read it.
You read it?
Oh, I read Starship Troopers. Let's see. I read Starship Troopers in 88.
Okay.
I believe. I was stationed at Naval Station Long Beach.
Yeah.
And the previous year, my older brother, who had been trying to get me to read Isaac Asimov, and I had been really resisting.
Yeah.
And so he waited until I was stationed in Antarctica, and I was like down there for the winter season where you get no mail except for the midwinter airdrop.
Yeah.
The midwinter airdrop where these planes come by at 1,000 feet, open up a door, push pallets of stuff out, and which embed themselves in the snow, and then they disappear. And in the mail that came with the midwinter airdrop was a box of books from my older brother containing all the Isaac Asimov books he wanted me to read.
That's funny.
And it was truly wonderful.
Okay.
I just opened up my world to an entire new genre of writing, and I truly enjoyed it. And
Starship Troopers was in there as well?
Well, that triggered this interest in science fiction.
Oh,
and then I discovered Heinlein.
Uh-huh.
And Heinlein was both a good influence on my life and a real bad one because, well, that's a story for another time. Anyway, so Starship Troopers was, I read a ton of Heinlein when I was younger, and Starship Troopers was one of them. I enjoyed Starship Troopers. Okay. I have not seen the movie because I heard the movie was crap.
So the movie is a cult classic. And the movie is a cult classic because it kind of is absurdist parody.
Okay.
So and I don't know how much this applies to the themes of the book. I haven't read the book. I've seen the movie. But the movie is very much a very tongue-in-cheek satirical take on ultranationalism and authoritarianism. With they're wearing essentially what are Nazi uniforms. They're fighting a faceless threat in the bugs. And it's all hyper macho everything. And it's enjoyable in its own stupid over the top way of like they're celebrating killing these bugs.
I only killing bugs was part of the novel
as a threat to unite everyone against is the.
I would have to go back and reread it, but the one concept from Starship Troopers that I found very intriguing. And remember, I was in the Navy when I read this, was this idea that you earned the right to vote by serving 20 years in the military. It was a very intriguing idea. Now, I would not subscribe to it. I don't think that there should be a litmus test on whether or not you get to vote. Don't take me the wrong way.
No, yeah.
But it was an intriguing idea, and it was one to sit and just ponder. I was 23,
So Helldivers 2 is a game made by a Swedish game studio called Arrowhead. You know, same company or the same country that gave us such wonders as Minecraft and IKEA also gave us this gem of a game.
Okay.
It is a third-person squad-based shooter game.
Minecraft and IKEA, not two things that I would put together in any category.
You could say meatballs, but okay. Where players play as the elite Helldivers defending their home planet, Super Earth, from alien threats.
Okay.
It is a PlayStation game, and you can play it on PC as well. And it is heavily inspired by the movie adaptation of Starship Troopers.
Gotcha.
Tongue-in-cheek parody.
All right.
You are a Helldiver, an elite peacekeeping force fighting the fascist threats of the Terminid Swarm, the socialist automatons, and the mind-controlling Illuminate. And you set out to defend your home planet, Super Earth, and its system of government, managed democracy from these alien threats.
That's a mouthful.
That's...
You remembered all that? God, I would need a script to say all that.
Well, they kind of beat you over the head with it.
Gotcha.
It pretty much takes a middle school level of media literacy to understand what they're doing here. Much to the surprise of the Twitter, crowd that seem to think that no one understands what this game is actually talking about. We're actually the bad guys? Really? Never would have guessed. But so Helldivers, you play, it's a 4-man co-op game. You jump into missions and you defeat the enemies and you extract. And everything I just said is just set dressing. Everything I just mentioned, that's just set dressing. That's the backdrop. Because this game is a live service MMO shooter. So essentially...
MMO?
Massive multiplayer online, essentially. And I use that term kind of loosely because it's not the same as other MMOs. But what you do is you pair up with your friends or random people online.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Did I just derail you?
Derailed it completely. All right. So you jump into, you play through missions, you defeat the enemies, you extract, you get back, and you blah blah blah. There is no true narrative to the game. You are defending the galaxy in the Galactic War. And this is Helldivers 2, which means there was a Helldivers 1.
Yes, clearly.
So this is the second Galactic War. And you are hunting the bugs because they breached containment. We were farming them for their resource that they drop when they die, which is called Element 710. If you want to know the joke there, take the number 710 and flip it around.
Oh, gotcha.
And then we have to also face off against the automatons, who are the descendants of the cyborgs that we fought in the first Galactic War. And they invaded our galaxy to retake the homeworld of Cyberstan.
The descendants of cyborgs?
Yes.
Okay.
Don't worry about it. And then the worst of them all, we have to face off against the Illuminate, which are an advanced alien race from outside the galaxy that seek to enslave the denizens of Super Earth and turn them into a mindless horde known as the Voteless.
So basically, we don't want to be assimilated by the Borg. Got it.
Kind of.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So... Why? For better understanding, see Gen X Dad teaches Millennial Son about Star Trek.
Oh.
Why are we doing Helldivers 2 instead of Helldivers 1?
Because Helldivers 2 is still being played, and it has a bigger community, a bigger following, and more people are aware of it. And Helldivers 1 is a very different game from Helldivers 2. In theory, it's very similar. In practice, it's not, and I'll get to that in a second.
Okay.
So the basic gameplay of Helldivers 2 is you You're on a ship. You're playing as a Helldiver. You squad up with another group of some more people, up to 4, or up to 3 other people. So squads of 4, and then you consult the Galactic map, which basically there's a ton of planets to choose from, and planets can either be liberated, or they can be under attack, or they can be captured. So what that means is if they're liberated, you can't play on them because they're under Super Earth's control.
Right.
If they're under attack, that means an enemy is invading it. And if they are captured, that means the enemy has it. So the gameplay, I'm just doing that for my sake. So the gameplay revolves around you go to a planet, and there are campaigns on the planet. And each campaign is broken down into smaller submissions. And you go in, you complete the mission, and then when you complete all 3 or all 2 or all 4 missions in a campaign, that adds to the progress of liberating or defending a planet.
Okay.
So how well the community does at defending or liberating planets determines where the enemies will strike next. And this is where the actual story comes in, because the story isn't a narrative that is crafted and written down and saying this is what happens in this year or this character. You are a faceless, almost mindless soldier fighting for managed democracy, and you die a lot. And another one comes in and replaces you, and you keep going. It's a gameplay mechanic. Every time you die and respawn, it's another soldier coming in to replace you. As the joke.
So you may gain knowledge and experience, but your character is dead and you're a new character.
The average lifespan of a Helldiver in Helldivers 2, and this is an actual in-game stat, last I checked, they tracked it, the average life of any individual avatar is 10 minutes.
Wow.
It's 10 minutes.
Okay, so
I think my record is 3 hours. I kept one avatar alive through like 5 different missions. It was great. So the
just understanding how averages work. How many people are dying instantly?
Oh, don't worry, it's tallied. Bullets fired, enemies killed, Helldivers KIA. It's tallied. I'll show you. It's great.
Okay.
So, the story comes out of how the devs change the battlefield and how the players react to those changes. So essentially what war fronts happen. And I'll use the obvious example for everyone at home. If you've played Helldivers 2, you've heard of this. It's called Malevelon Creek. Essentially, there was a planet in the game called Malevelon Creek. And about a year ago, because the game's been out for a year, the automatons, the robots in the game, had just come into the game. They had just dropped, and they attacked Malevelon Creek. Now, when the bots dropped into Malevelon Creek, there was a glitch with their programming where they would spawn in higher numbers than anticipated, which means that their heavy units, these massive, they're literally called Hulks, these giant robots, they would spawn like 10, 15, 20 of them, and they are super hard to kill. Like, they take anti-tank weapons to kill. It's really hard to kill these guys. And Malevelon Creek became a meme because it's called the Helldivers Vietnam because there was no winning on Malevelon Creek, but we fought there until the clock ran out and no one left. Everyone kept fighting there until it left. It became this big meme. And then about a week or 2 later, once that balance patch went through, we went in and took Malevelon Creek back. And it became such a meme and such a big moment in the ongoing narrative of the game that just a month ago at time of recording, the bots, it was the 1 year anniversary IRL of the Malevelon Creek, and in game, the devs sent the bots to go take Malevelon Creek again, and we held the line and prevented them from even touching the planet.
So this is a game that you're ongoing playing.
We're ongoing playing, and the story is crafted by player actions and then what happens. So every time the devs say, we're invading this planet, they have an idea in mind of...
This is a developer's dream.
Yes, they have...
There's no end.
It's called live service, yes. So they until the game pretty much dies off.
Just out of curious, is this a subscription service?
No, you pay $40 one time. You can opt to pay for cosmetic DLCs, or you can earn the in-game currency by playing the game.
Sure.
So Arrowhead is a very good developer in that aspect. And so the narrative is crafted by the actions of the Helldivers within the game, and the actions of the person behind it, who's known as Joel.
Joel.
That's all we know. He's essentially the DM of Helldivers. He decides who goes. He decides which factions attack where and what happens next, and what's going on.
So in the Helldivers 2 universe, can you go pretty much anywhere you want to? Can you avoid this area that you're talking about, or do you?
Oh no, because this is the whole point is just to go. So the planets that are under attack or need to be liberated, those are where you can play.
All right.
And you just go there and you play there. Otherwise, you're on your ship, and that's about it.
So no, I mean, what did you say? Malevolence,
Malevolon Creek.
Malevolon Creek. Can you play this game and go somewhere other than Malevolon Creek?
Yes. Malevolon Creek is one of I think there's 100 planets in the game that are kind of procedurally generated.
Okay.
So and it's all about each planet is just a different face for a different war front.
Sure.
Some of them are snowy, some of them are mountainous, some of them are forest. And
so you can go to Hoth.
Yeah.
Or you can go to Endor.
Yeah.
You can, right. Yeah, got it.
Exactly.
Right, okay.
And the one more in-game story that I really like is we were given an option. So they give out these things called major orders to kind of guide you along what the evolving story. And one of them, what they'll do is if they want to introduce a new weapon or a new item into the game for you to use, they'll lock it behind a mission. So if you liberate a planet, the entire community unlocks this weapon.
Gotcha.
If not, it gets bumped back and they,
sure,
reintroduce it later on. Well, we had this split objective. There were 2 planets under attack. And on one of them, in-game it said, the factory that is producing the new anti-tank mines is on this one, and it's being attacked by the bots. And if you liberate this planet, you'll get the AT mines because it will save the factory. On the other planet was a in-universe children's hospital.
Oh, this sounds familiar. I think you've told me about this. Right.
There's a children's hospital. No reward, just there was a children's hospital on this planet. They just stated, hey, there's a children's hospital on this planet, and all these kids are going to die if you don't. The community overwhelmingly went to the children's hospital planet, ignored the anti-tank mines, saved the virtual kids, because there was no way to get both, saved the virtual kids. Arrowhead actually donated us a large sum to a local children's hospital, IRL, without telling the community they would do that. And then in-game, I don't know if they had one of their kids draw it, one of the developer kids draw it, or if it's a kid from the hospital, but in-game there was a crayon drawing of a Helldiver and a kid that said, "Thank you, Helldivers," which was really cool.
That's really cool.
It's really cool. So the community.
So kudos to them for
So the developers in the community have created this awesome, not only just narrative, but just environment around this game that is awesome. The cosplays are incredible.
How many people ignored the virtual kids and went to fight the battle that they should have fought and got annihilated?
I don't know.
Okay, I was just curious if there's a stat on that.
I don't know. There might be somewhere.
So how many cold-hearted...
I don't know, but I mean, we got the kids saved, which is...
Well, saving virtual kids is important. It's very...
Turned into, saving real kids.
No, but that is really cool that they would make a donation like that.
It is really cool. Arrowhead are great developers. They've made a good game, and the story around it is... There's just so much to it.
Okay, so here's my next question for you. Because... if you go into the Wayback Machine, there was Millennial Son teaches Gen X Dad One Piece. Mm-hmm. And I ate serious crow because on camera I said the odds of my reading a single word of One Piece are, pretty high against my ever doing it. I think I'm on chapter 275 right now of One Piece. So your desire to show me this,
just to see how you would react.
I'm just wondering, do you actually expect me because?
No.
Yeah.
No,
okay.
Because I don't know if you'll be able to handle more than 10 minutes of the gameplay. I genuinely don't know.
Okay, so member of the family been trying to get me to do other things.
Yeah.
And the biggest problem that I have with gameplay is, one, I've been playing Zelda games for so long. I am Nintendo control, right? And I don't even play other games. I've been playing just Zelda since about 2003, something like that. Yeah, something like that.
7.
So every time I've had a PlayStation controller put in my hands, I end up doing everything but what I'm supposed to be doing. I mean, I hit a button and I'm scratching my ear. And I just, it's weird.
Don't worry, we're doing the tutorial.
Oh, that's good, because the other thing is they make me want to vomit. Modern graphics make me nauseous.
Yeah.
And now, while I've had that with every iteration of Zelda, believe it or not, as Nintendo graphics have improved, it usually lasts about 15 minutes. Yeah. Maybe 30 at the most. Mm-hmm. So I'm medicated. Yeah. All right. I'm inebriated. Mm-hmm. And I've listened to enough AC/DC on the way here so that I should have a good level of, buzz. So, but I cannot promise that the motion and the graphics is going to agree with me.
It's not going to, the tutorial's not long.
Okay.
So, Are you ready?
As ready as I'm ever going to be.
All right. Helldivers 2. We got to watch this cutscene first.
Okay.
It's a must-watch. Soon as it boots.
Ministry of Truth. That's always a scary. Ministry of Truth. Good Lord. You said we're the bad guys.
Super Earth. Our home. Prosperity. Liberty.
Hi there.
Democracy. Our way of life.
Oh, hello.
But freedom doesn't come free.
No! Sweet liberty! No! Look familiar? Scenes like these are happening all over the galaxy right now. You could be next. That is, unless you make the most important decision of your life. Prove to yourself that you have the strength and the courage to be free.
Join the Helldivers.
Become part of an elite peacekeeping force!
See exotic new life forms.
And spread managed democracy throughout the galaxy.
Become a hero.
I like the chest bump
Become
in the background
a legend.
of flag planting.
Become a Helldiver.
All right. Can you imagine a Navy SEALs commercial where the person looking at the camera gets splattered with blood by their, from their shipmate?
I'd go re-enlist right then and there if they recreated that. I'll be real. I'll be completely real.
Okay, so Kylo Ren reports for duty.
So this is my player character. So you customize, you have different armors to choose from, different helmets to choose from, and most importantly, different capes to choose from.
Okay.
So this is your ship.
I'm glad that the capes are the most important.
They are the most important part.
Gotcha.
So this is the ship. So this is the map I was telling you about. I'm trying to go very slowly for you.
Yeah.
The Galactic War waits for no one. Are you ready, Helldiver?
So this is where you would choose your planet that you would go to. Galactic War update, we have one. So like I said, over there, you can see how many people are online,
Okay.
how many enemies have been killed, and And how many Helldivers have been killed? How many bullets have been fired?
Well, at least the enemies killed is larger than the Helldivers killed.
100%. So
a lot of bullets fired.
Yeah, we fire a lot of bullets.
Do they give you a ratio of how many bullets fired to hits?
No, they do for your personal stats.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
They do for your, they track your personal stats. So the red is the bots, the purple is the Illuminate, the yellow is the bugs.
Okay, what is automations? Or I'm sorry, automatons. What does automatons mean?
That they're essentially it's a robot that can move on its own.
Okay, all right,
and potentially think on its own.
Okay,
rovers on Mars, that sort of thing.
Right.
Terminids are the bugs, and then the Illuminate are the squids.
Squids.
We call them the squids because they kind of look like squids.
Gotcha. All right, just. Okay. I've had no. I have been permanently. Two things have damaged me in life: Jaws, because I was really young when I saw it in the theater, and it did, like, I don't swim in the ocean because of Jaws. Two, Jules Verne, Journey to the Center of the Earth. I have seen too many gigantic praying mantises eat people. I am like terrified of being eaten by a praying mantis.
Yeah.
So the whole idea of going and fighting bugs, not a good idea. So right now I'm saying automatons, that looks good to me.
All right, well, we're not going there first.
Lovely.
We're doing the tutorial.
All right.
1 second.
The hour of our next victory rapidly approaches.
Okay. I just needed to make sure.
Let us cleanse the galaxy of alien scum.
You ready for the tutorial?
As ready as I'm ever going to be.
There you go.
All right. Expected survival rate 21.3%. Lovely.
Man, I can't believe we're actually gonna become Helldivers.
Approaching LZ. Next recruit, prepare to dismount.
Liberating the galaxy, stomping bugs. Every kid's dream.
Routed ship, messed up child.
Good luck out there. I'll see you on the front lines.
You're on your own from here, recruit. Use your map to find your way to the training
facility. R
facility.
is right stick. So that'll be, yep. That you point that in which direction you want to go.
Where did the ship go that I just walked off of?
It flew away.
Oh. Wow, they effed me. Right from the beginning. It's a good thing this is training. All right.
Yep, L is your left stick.
L is move.
That. Go for it. Oh. Alright.
And Helldiver Training Facility. Welcome to training. Earn your cape. Check your map to find the Helldiver facility. Yeah, whatever. Alright. What do we got here?
So that button is the center of the controller. If you press the center, not that one.
Well, that was the center of the controller.
This one.
Which one?
Press this.
That's a button?
It's a button.
Oh. Oh, so do I want to go back to that hexagon?
Yep.
Dropping a pin.
Okay, I did not mean to do that.
That's okay.
All right. So it was somewhere back this way. Let's go.
Mm-hmm.
Do I have a gun?
Not yet.
Huh.
So.
Welcome to Helldiver training. Your instructor is waiting for you up ahead. Please proceed.
L B to sprint?
L3, which is basically press in on the left stick. Press down on it.
Oh. I was wondering.
I'm General Brash, Super Earth's oldest and most grizzled war hero, and I'm not easy to impress. Helldiver training is the toughest test in the galaxy, but I can tell that doesn't scare you. Impressive. Now, enough jib-jab. The upcoming Overcoming obstacles will take everything your exceptional physique can muster. This is it. The real deal. Get to it, soldier.
How bad was his career that he got sent here? Tap.
Circle.
At least I don't have to hold it down. Oh, so you don't move forward. Oh, there we go. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Can I open any of these?
No.
To sprint or traverse multiple obstacles. Oh, gotcha.
In all my years, I've never witnessed such acrobatic perfection.
Dive.
I think you're ready for our highly realistic
Yeah.
battlefield simulator.
Double
That's
tap
right.
circle.
The real deal.
Well, so much for that exceptional physique I had.
Also, if you notice the top right,
Earn your Helldiver cape. Move through the highly realistic battlefield simulator. Stay down, stay safe. Okay.
and now you can crawl.
All right. Oh, hey, look, it's dead me.
Yes, it is.
Wow.
Impeccable. Like I always say, the best simulation is a real simulation. Now, activate the battlefield injury simulator.
I just had one. I'm dead. Like, I'm afraid to move. Where the hell am I supposed to go?
Right there.
Oh, this isn't shooting at me. Okay, I was expecting this thing to shoot at me. X to interact.
I'm hit! Sweet liberty! The blood!
Grit your teeth, soldier. Grab that stim and patch yourself up.
So that means your arrow pad, which is the D-pad over there. So that's up on the D-pad.
Freedom
Oh,
never
okay.
sleeps!
There, good as new. Now,
Freedom
look
never
sharp.
sleeps.
You're about to encounter democracy's sworn enemy, recruit.
So now I go here. Oh, that is never a good sign. That always means
The
dungeon
Terminator,
boss.
The scourge of liberty. Arm yourself and show that bug the true meaning of freedom.
So now you press square, and he'll reload. That's left trigger,
Oh,
and right trigger.
am I hitting this thing?
Dead-eye precision. Now, use a grenade to close up that bug hole. Otherwise, they'll just keep coming.
Use a grenade. Press to equip your grenade. And I want to get it down there.
Uh-huh.
How do I throw it?
It's going to be your right trigger, and you can use your left trigger to aim it as well.
What a catapult of an arm! On to the next section.
Alright. I still have a grenade in my hand. If I get shot, I will blow myself
Look
up.
up in the sky, recruit. That there is a super destroyer. And its all-powerful stratagems are yours to command. Use a stratagem now to take care of those bugs. Just make sure you take a few steps back.
So, up in the left-hand corner, you have arrows. That's the pattern you need to hit on your D-pad. And then you press R2 to throw it. Take a step back. We call those Lockheed Martin Pokeballs.
Ah, the will of democracy. Good work.
What?
What do I do now?
You can either move on or you can try to kill these guys.
Well, I tried to do this again.
No.
That's close enough. It's kind of like, ooh, I got him. Did I get him in 2?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. That was generous of the game, because that one guy was far off to the right. He must have been a bug trainee like me.
We use an inordinate amount of explosives in this game.
Really?
We use enough to make the United States military blush.
Next lesson. Helldivers fight in squads. Meet your new squad mate.
Greetings, fellow Helldiver.
What a fine soldier. Your brother in arms. A battle-forged bond that could never be replaced. Until now. Here's your real lesson, soldier. Squad mates can and will perish tragically all the time. Now, use the reinforcement stratagem to have another Helldiver take their
Oh my goodness. Up, down, left, right, up.
I've never seen it glitch into the door.
Greetings, fellow Helldiver.
Well done,
It's gonna
soldier.
pop up another
It
dump.
takes
There it is.
uncommon resolve to move past the death of your ally with so little pause.
Or it could just be that he's virtual. Blue beam energy means delivery, red beam means death. Ah.
Load yourself up, recruit. This is the real deal. It's just you, the gun in your hands, and 2,000 megatons of explosives in close orbit. That's it.
Ammo. Can I take more ammo, or do I have to?
You need to hit the reload button first.
Oh,
So square.
all right. And then what?
Tap it.
Piece of advice.
There you go.
Moving
Then you can take
around makes it hard to aim.
And you're full
For
up.
A-list
All right.
accuracy, stay still while you shoot.
Okay. Now, how do I throw a bomb down that hole?
It's going to be the... Well, kill that one. Now press right on the D-pad. And then you aim and throw.
How about a nice cup of liver?
Those unthinking folks never stood a chance against a genius tactical mind like yourself. You
Really? Genius tactical mind, huh? I just died a really ugly death. Okay, so yeah, because I'm not familiar with these controls, I didn't know how to switch back to my gun.
Nope. Yep. The switch, I wasn't going to tell you. I was like,
You're just gonna let me blow myself. You can blow my ass up, right? So now, no, I'm not stressed. I'm the third guy now.
Yep.
Right. Oh, wait, is my body back there?
In pieces.
Oh, cool. What's that?
That's your old gun.
Okay. Is that my old leg?
Yep.
Oh, cool. Can I switch it out?
No.
No, is there my old head? Oh, look at that. This is something that people never get to see in real life. There's my head. Wow. My hair was really bad. Oh, great. What's my gun?
What to shoot?
Yeah.
It's the right trigger.
Can I just shoot that camera?
hold up, recruit. it's finally time to call in the big guns. Use the support weapon stratagem to get yourself a real weapon.
All right, so what is L1?
It's the left bumper, yep.
Okay.
It's a D-pad.
Right, no. I was getting my aiming first.
Oh, gotcha.
Do I get to go take that?
That's the stuff. Now, use a resupply stratagem to get yourself some more ammo.
Oh, come on, aim, dude.
You don't have to aim at that. You just... It'll fall wherever.
Load up, soldier, because playtime's over. You've reached your final test. This is the real deal.
So,
Get to it.
That was ammo.
oh, what else is in there?
It fills up your stims, it fills up your grenades, it fills up your ammo.
Do I have to hit any more buttons?
Nope.
All right. So here, all right, let's... Do I need a machine gun? I just got a machine gun.
You just got a machine gun. No, that's the only one you can call in right now, so you're good. You're good to go.
This area is in dire need of liberation from the Terminid Scourge. Activate that terminal!
Wait a minute. There we go.
There you go.
Something's coming to life here, I am not gonna lie.
I've never seen such flawless terminal activation. Now,
This is like capture the flag. Do I have to get out there to the flag?
Find it and plant it where all can see its democratic glory.
Maybe I should have listened to him. I have no freaking clue what I'm supposed to do. Retrieve the flag of Super Earth.
Yep.
The minute I step on this, shit's gonna come to life.
Just go
isn't
watch.
it?
Nope.
That's the flag of Super Earth, recruit. Planted in the designated area.
Okay, how do I switch weapons to a one-handed weapon?
So you're carrying 3 weapons on you. You have what is called a support weapon on your back. You
All right.
have a primary weapon here. You have a secondary weapon here. You already automatically switch to your pistol, which is a one-handed weapon.
I'm not planting here.
Yes, you are.
How do I plant my flag? Oh, there we go.
Now press triangle.
Make sure you
Why?
show it
Just do
the
it.
proper respect.
There you go. And then go ahead and press left on the D-pad. Okay, try shooting.
By shooting what?
The things that are trying to kill you.
Okay. All right. So you know what I kept doing?
You kept pressing the wrong button.
Well, yeah. Clearly, salute the flag. Are you kidding me?
Don't worry, you just need to kill all of them.
Glorious work, recruit! Already you've advanced the cause of democracy farther than any soldier I've ever seen.
In my
You've
4th
proved
iteration.
your worth. You're ready to don your cape.
Really? That was it? I am ready to die. I am ready to die.
Now there's a Helldiver. You remind me of a younger me. Fearless and vulnerable and 7 feet
Yeah.
You're finally ready for the realest deal of them all. The Galactic War. Liberty, democracy, justice. They're in your hands now. General Brash, over and out.
That is some serious tongue-in-cheek writing on the,
100%.
On the whole thing there. I could. I'm out of the.
You're out of the tutorial.
I'm out
You're
of
in
the
safe
tutorial.
spot.
I am not doing anything else. So
Yep.
the interesting thing. Biggest challenge.
The controls.
The controls, obviously, because the firing the gun. I was hitting, what would have been the B button so that Link can swing his sword.
Yeah.
Right? And that's where, and it was just an instinctive thing.
Yep.
I could probably be decent at this game in that very quickly I could walk to the side and shoot and hit my target.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Okay. I figured that out.
Yeah.
Right. But yeah.
I'm not expecting you to actually. I do want to show you one thing about it.
Show me one thing about it.
So I'm going to first. I gotta put my actual armor back on. I gotta put on my actual armor. That and that. Why are you glitched?
But there is one best way. Become a Helldivers.
Oh no, my game's glitched.
Oh no!
There we go, fixed it. You gotta look good when you're serving it.
Hey, when you are dying as many times as you're dying, you got to look good while you're
you gotta
doing
look good while doing it.
Isn't that what the French major says at the end of Patriot?
Choose where to join your fellows in righteous
All right,
liberation.
so I'm going to show you how you get.
I'm going to look good.
I'm going to show you how you get to the planet and how cinematic this game is. So let's let's go to the planet with the fire tornadoes, and I'm just going to go down on a low difficulty.
One fire tornado.
FTL Jump 2, the Mentent system.
Oh yeah, there's meteor showers that, impact around you, fire tornadoes, snowstorms, sandstorms. The game is cinematic as hell.
I saw something today that I've been trying to do for several, for at least a year, and haven't been able to do it. I've been trying to purposely get hit in Tears of the Kingdom by one of the falling blocks, and I actually was watching a video of Dad That Games, and he has gotten hit a lot. But Link doesn't flatten out and splat.
To get to my planet,
Hell pod.
I'm gonna get into a hell pod.
Okay.
I choose a landing spot. I'm just gonna pick these things.
What are you picking?
Or it's just equipment that you can take in, so
Oh,
there's stratagems.
Gotcha. I take it in your first drop, you just get a tiny little bit of equipment.
This is at the start of every single mission. This music, this cutscene.
And your legs aren't broken by the force of the impact? Your spine is intact?
Nope.
Wow.
And then this is just one of many environments that you would find in this.
Terminate illegal broadcast. Locate broadcast tower.
That's this thing. And we're just going to blow that up for democracy. And
Firing orbital strike. You
That was easy.
It was this is the easiest difficulty, but I just wanted to show you some of the environments and where are the robots? I hear them. Oh, there they are. So yeah.
Okay. So how do you get extracted out of this? You hit return to ship alone, you just magically appear?
No, so that's just how you quit the mission.
Okay.
In order to actually complete the mission, I would have to go to the extraction point, call in the ship, pick me up. I have to wait at extraction for 2 minutes, then get on the ship. Every mission has a time limit, and you have to complete the mission, get to the extraction point, call in the extraction, and then go. There's also friendly fire in this game.
Oh, lovely.
So you could just be running around, and your buddy, who's trying to throw a nuke in that direction, is about to throw the nuke. When a rocket hits the ground near him, he flies, drops the ball, the Lockheed Martin Pokeball, and then it drops right at your feet because he was standing right next to you, and he got blasted that direction. So now all of a sudden, you've got a 500-kilogram bomb coming in on your position. You got to run. This game has a lot of very humorous moments. 90% of them are player-induced.
Gotcha.
And that's Helldivers.
Okay, hey, if you've got time to kill and you enjoy this, go for it.
This is one of my favorite time sinks, mostly to play with friends because the game is essentially maxed out. The only thing I haven't maxed out is my level on the... Oh, you get titles as you level up, so I'm level 125. I'm a 5-star general. I could be a Space Chief Prime if I wanted to.
5-star general and you're on the battlefield.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, no.
Apologies to everyone because I couldn't figure out, a good way to do it with this setup. But remember the cutscene that I showed you at the very beginning?
Yeah.
The dude who's like, join the Helldivers.
Yes, the one whose wife and kid got blown onto his face.
Yeah, that character has been dubbed John Helldiver.
Okay.
Who is a legendary war hero and is canon to the game because people started talking about John Helldiver outside as being like the super soldier who clears missions by himself. Arrowhead took the community's joke about John Helldiver and made him canon, saying that, hey, the reason we won this mission is because Super Earth sent John Helldiver in alone to go clear out an entire planet.
So revenge for the loss of his wife and child.
Sure, The best part about that, though, genuinely the best part about that, is that was a mocapped scene, and that has an actual actor. And that actor showed up at the Game Awards last year in
costume.
Nice. To tease the drop of the next enemy faction. And he showed up in costume and did a whole presentation of, you could be next. That is, unless you divert your undivided attention to the following announcement. And then they played the trailer for the next enemy that was coming into the game. And they dropped the enemy that day. Like, as soon as the trailer was over, the enemy invaded in-game.
All right.
So the game is just...
So they're not working on Helldiver 3. They're working on expanding the Helldiver 2 universe.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I noticed on the map that there were sections of the map that weren't filled with anything. Is that because you haven't opened up that section of the game, or is that the developers, we get to expand into these areas?
So that purple spot at the moment, the purple spot moves. So those are sections of the galaxy, and the Illuminate, they keep just reappearing on different planets. They haven't invaded a massive section of it yet. So we don't know. As far as we know, all that we've gotten out of the Illuminate is a scout fleet. We're waiting for the full Illuminate force to show up.
Gotcha.
Right now, they're destroying planets with a black hole, and we need to stop a black hole. Totally didn't talk about that. I'm just going to leave you with that.
Yeah, okay.
But Helldivers 2, yes. Tongue-in-cheek and fun as hell. And it makes you feel awesome, and I can't wait to build my Helldivers armor set IRL and wear it to con, because I'm excited for that.
You know, I think it took me a long, long time to understand this. You've said it a couple of times, here, is that your generation, because of technology, you can play at the same time, you can join friends, and you can play at the same time.
Yeah.
And it's a method of socializing. All right.
Yeah.
I probably would have done the same thing with a couple of friends if this was around when I was in high school or, younger. Certainly when I was in the Navy. Yeah. Oh, I get it. It looks like fun.
It is. But do you guys play Helldivers too? I don't have an outro. Thanks for tuning in to this week's episode of Pork Chops, Rice, and Peaches for Super Earth and Democracy.
I have saved it. It only took me 4 tries. I got killed 4 times in the training section. Wow.
Let us know if there's anything else you would like us to react to or watch or talk about on Pork Chops, Rice, and Peaches.
Want to see me get my mind blown by other video games, just drop your video games. We can do this over and over again.
Hopefully, if your motion sickness can take it.
You know what? The motion sickness wasn't bad, except for a couple times when you were controlling.
Oh yeah, because I'm going to go fast.
Yeah. Oh yeah. In fact, sharp-eyed viewers will notice that I went.
I could see you.
Did you see me flinch a couple times? Yeah. But that's good. Yeah, we'll do it. I'll take one for the team. What's the next video game I'm playing?
Tune in next time for more managed democracy.
Bye.